I have never laughed as much as I have here, which, you know, a lot of people think that you go to treatment and it's tears and emotions and you're broken down all the time, which was not true.
The house, I love the coziness of the house itself. The grounds are beautiful. You know, you're on the Vermilion River, but I think that the staff was the factor that made me feel the safest here.
I felt the home setting, the environment, I felt a warmth that, you know, I knew at that moment she was going to be okay. And this was the perfect place. I mean, it felt like home to her once she even said it to me, coming in, you know, like, Mom, I'm going to be okay. So that was the most comforting feeling as a mom, because you want your kids to be okay.
Belle of the Oaks is a gender-specific program for females, and it is a 12-step based program for women who have completed primary treatment for chemical dependency but who need more services so that they can be successful in their recovery. When you're first transitioning out of treatment, a lot of times, you know, we want to be able to throw ourselves fully into a program of recovery. And yet you get out and you have to go back to the job and you have to go back to the family and all of the other stressors of life that you've left behind when you were in treatment. And that's difficult. So what we do here is you have that supportive environment and you can gently step back into life, you know, gradually step back into life when you have the appropriate skills to do so.
To be able to transition and have a safe place to come back to have some accountability, to have the support of the staff, the other female clients, while you're transitioning into the community again, it's hard to even put it into words.
We also have a trauma focus.
We know that there's a link between trauma and substance abuse. That's been clearly identified. A lot of addicts and alcoholics walk around with just negative belief systems of, I'm not good enough, I'm worthless, I'm bad. What EMDR does is it reprocesses those negative belief systems to more positive, reasonable beliefs. Therefore, their behavior is changed.
We really felt that we needed to have a facility that could cater to that. You know, of course, you don't have to have trauma issues to come to the Belle, but having some place where they can go and work, and of course on early recovery issues, and have a safe place for them to explore their trauma and to be able to start getting healthier is really what the Belle is all about.
I like to say that I didn't really have a quality of life before I came in here. You know, I came in, I had lost my job, I was failing school, I couldn't maintain relationships with anybody in my family, and through this process, I was able to surround myself with a lot of women in recovery, and I got a sponsor, and I worked the steps, and that's why I'm still sober today.
Here I was encouraged to suit up and show up, which was a really big deal for me.
I absolutely would 100 times over do everything I did exactly the way I did it. My daughter Jamie was not ready to get back into the world after her treatment at AAC. She was well on her way, but she needed an extended program, and she knew it and I knew it. And this facility sealed the deal. It did, for her health and her sobriety. I'm not sure if she would be so successful and healthy today and sober as she is had it not been for the Belle and the extended program. She needed it.
I could not have done it by myself. I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the safe environment. I didn't have the help and support that I was granted here.
I would say to give it a chance. You can always go back to living the way you were living. I would give it a chance because we don't know what's best for us. We think we know what's best for us, but we really don't. And I can promise you that this way of life is way better than the life that you were living before.